Good morning, guys. Welcome back to another episode of The Captain's Coach. If you're new here, my name is Captain Will Mason. Thanks so much for joining us on this video. You get to come along with us as we finish our 9-day trip from New Jersey to Fort Lauderdale. We are currently sitting in Wabasso, the Wabasso, Florida area, just north of Vero Beach. And we're going to be heading down to Fort Lauderdale to wrap this trip up and put this boat away. We've got about 120, 130 mile run, which includes a lot of bridge openings, a lot of ICW, or all ICW, a lot of great scenery going south. Let's get the anchor up here and come along for the ride. All right, where is she? Straight ahead? All right, so I'll come up. Now she's straight up. They put the windlass control over here on the side of the console. Tell me how that makes sense. Put it back in gear for a sec. Now straight down again. Going under us, I'll back up, port reverse. Let the boat spin out from under it. It's got what on it?
Like a lobster trap line or a buoy.
Really?
Yeah.
Once again, if you're just joining us for the first time, we're on a 44 Fontaine Peugeot, picked up from Atlantic City, New Jersey. We're on day 9. Finally got it to Florida. If you have not checked out the rest of those videos, definitely go back and watch those and you can get a little bit of backstory about what's been going on. We anchored last night about 10 o'clock right off the ICW right over there by those sailboats, and there's a little hole, a little pocket of 9 foot over there. After running about 159, 160 miles yesterday from St. Augustine. We had a long day yesterday. My phone died in the middle of the night, and just Lake here decided to let us sleep in. First mate let me down. What I mean by sleep in is, I don't know, 8 o'clock. We were off anchor by 8 o'clock. That's sleeping in to me. We should have been out of here by 7 o'clock, Lake. What are you doing? Just north of Fort Pierce. A lot of rain over there. Well, I'm not sure those of you that need to hear this, but don't be sitting out here in the middle of the ICW on a windy day in a 10-foot john boat. Get out of the channel. Go in the backcountry where you belong. Just asking for it at that point. One of those I guess they're just anchored up over there. I think I've seen that boat before though, somewhere. We made it to Fort Pierce, just on the other side of this bridge. I believe it's a 25 foot, but Lake's checking for me. My phone's downstairs on charge. 26, should be good? Yeah, it looks good. Once again, our air draft is 21 and a half. Looks like they're building a new bridge. a guy diving over here, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see, I saw him in this float just inside the bridge fender, maybe. Yeah, he's diving. Fort Pierce, right over there. I like Fort Pierce. It's a good stop, easy inlet. Good restaurant over there, good fuel dock. Yeah, good storm over there again. Just can't get away from this rain. Cross the inlet and head into the ICW. Nice day, making good time. What time is it, like 11 o'clock? I had a meeting that I had to attend at 10. So I don't know, we're getting closer. There's the inlet. Gotta go there. Stuart's that way. The ICW, Hope Sound. Got a little shallow right there at that cross. It always generally does. Hope Sound, coming into Jupiter. So we've got to go all the way to Lauderdale. We got to go pretty far up the New River to get to Marina Bay. Here, pretty nice marina, but yeah, we definitely still got a long day ahead of us. It's noon. I'm hoping to be there about 5 or 6. Got to get through Jupiter and Palm Beach, all those no-wake zones too. So still got a lot of chugging to do. Hoping to get the boat cleaned up, washed, and interior cleaned up. Interior's mostly done by now. Boat straightened up, get it washed, and hopefully be in a rental car tonight out of the airport, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, I had to stop and check on this bridge. It's at 20 right now, plus 4 in the center, so I think we're going to be just fine. Had to double check it though. Zip code in the country, I think, maybe, potentially. Tequesta, Hope Sound, between Stuart and Jupiter right here. And I'm pretty sure you got Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods. A lot of famous people live on the ICW in here. They got their own private beaches. All that yard. Starting to see that blue Jupiter water. I don't know what it is, but the water around Jupiter and Jupiter Inlet is just gorgeous. It's crystal clear on good days with an incoming tide. On the outgoing tide it gets dirty, but getting a buff job over there.
plenty of batteries here shortly.
Jupiter Bridge.
Fancy. I've seen several videos on these boats right here.
He's laying small grip.
Yeah.
Two Georges restaurant and the fuel dock right here. Ordered us a couple grouper sandwiches. Gonna fill this thing up before we take it to Lauderdale. Ocean Avenue.
Ocean Avenue, copy.
Hey there, we're sitting here at the fuel dock. We'll see you on that next half hour.
Yes, sir.
Come back on that.
Copy, next opening 12:30.
Yep, roger that. Thank you. See you then. We're at Atlantic Avenue Bridge. Waiting for the 5:15. Lake is practicing holding station in the current. Just using the controls, no joystick. I told him bow toward the bridge. No questions asked. Keep it there. Doing good so far. Make sure to thank him for the opening.
Thanks for the opening.
Make sure your button didn't stick. That button's sticking on that thing. We just opened Parkland Boulevard. And now we got to get the Camino Real, so we're working our way down to Lauderdale. Got like probably 2 or 3 more bridges to open. I can't remember. I don't know about you guys, but every time I come through this area on the East Coast, it all like runs together in my brain. I mean, I've done it a lot. It all just runs together. Like it all looks the same to me, I guess. You kind of get lost in all the homes and the bridges and the buildings. It is busy down here. Lake Boca, hanging out at the sandbar. Coming up to Hillsborough Inlet. It is getting late. It's gonna be a long night if we're gonna go home tonight. There's a ton of no-wake zones. I mean, we're in the summer, so a lot of those no-wake zones that are normally no wake in the winter, you can run in them like either 25 or 30 miles an hour in the summertime. They have that stipulation on the board. But just because you can doesn't mean you shouldn't. You know, a lot of these, you know, when you have a big boat and you're coming down through here, just because it allows you to run 30 or 25 does not mean that you should, because you will just wreck everybody's homes and docks. And you better be really careful if somebody is in the water or floating or on their dock or something like that on the way down. You better be paying attention coming down through there, because your wake, it's a canal, right? So your wake just your wake just carries down the seawall for a half mile, you know, so you got to really be careful running big boats down through here. Any bigger than what I am, really, you know, 40, you need to really be careful and watch yourself. They're springing off the dock right there. There's Hillsborough Inlet. I'm going to make sure to get out of his way here in a second.
Attention, Hillsborough Inlet Bridge is preparing to open. Requesting vessels please remain outside the fenders until the bridge is fully raised.
See there? They're springing, then he's going to back straight off. They sprung off the dock, and now they're going to back straight off. At least I think. Yep, there he goes. If I was any later than that, I would have stopped. He did it just like I always talk about. Pin that bow on the dock, get that stern real wide. The current's going that way, so that's why you had to do that. Get that stern as far off the dock as possible, then back straight off, and then you got all the room in the world. But looks like they're going out on a little night fishing. Atlantic Boulevard is about to open. There's Sands Harbor Resort and Marina. Nice old Viking there. Or is that a hat? No, it's a hat. Another old Hatters right there. Cool mural on that bridge. Pompano Beach. Alright. Should be the last bridge we have to open until we get to the river. Oakland Park Bridge. We're getting close to downtown. Sure is a nice night. Another night on the boat. We've been out on the water a lot in this boat at night on this 9-day trip. Remember guys, in most of Florida, bridges are on channel 9. And if you're traveling and moving around, either Navionics app and the information on each bridge will tell you what channel they're on, or you obviously have a waterway guide on you that you can look at it on a paper in front of you. But Navionics is generally spot on. It'll tell you what channel it's on, when it opens, every hour, half hour, quarter hour, whatever it may be, or on demand. Hard to plan bridges, but you gotta do the best you can with it.
You found that? What do you think caused that?
We've made it into the new river. Made the intersection and the turn off of the ICW. So coming up the new river, heading to Marina Bay. I think we got 2 bridges to open, maybe 3. I think 3, yeah. It is super tight in the back of the new river. Super tight and very windy. Coming up to, I think, our final bridge before we're at the marina. And I think we're going to be able to sneak under it based on the tide and what the app's saying, but we're about to find out. all the super yachts out on the hard. Pretty crazy back in here. Just mind-blowing the amount of money. All the full-time captains and all the full-time crew on these boats, engineers. I mean, just mind-blowing. I-95. We are under I-95 at the moment. Coming in the marina here. All right, we're going right here.
Attention, the FCC is reported in 6 minutes.
Right behind this big yacht. Give me a distance. All right, we have made it. All right, y'all. Well, I know it's dark. I know you can't really see anything right now, but the Fontaine Peugeot is all docked up here in Fort Lauderdale in the New River. Our 9-day trip from Atlantic City, New Jersey has come to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed that series of videos, and especially today cruising down the East Coast in the ICW. If you enjoyed this video and the series, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your feedback on the videos and what I can do better. But thanks so much for watching. Please comment, like, subscribe if you enjoyed the channel. We're going to keep this thing going. Thanks so much for watching. Appreciate all the support. We will see you guys on the next one.